With Chris Paul finally returning after being injured for 2 months, we got our first look at a brand new bench unit involving the point guard and Klay Thompson. With Klay starting to embrace his new role, the Warriors be an unconvincing Wizards team. So let's break down how these two are running the new look second string. With Kuminga getting the ball in the post for the Warriors' go-to split action, which is extremely effective against defenses that do not switch off-ball screens. Chris Paul brings that first pick, and Klay uses a subtle push to get Jordan Poole physically into the actual screen before popping around the wing. JK actually misses Klay a little late here, but Thompson still gets a catch and shoot 3 to go. With CP and Klay, the ball is never going to stick around. Pinned down by Looney and Paul delivers it right on the curl. However, with Thompson attacking off the catch, Shamet helps one pass away since they believe CP3 won't be an aggressive catch and shoot player. As Klay passes it back, it is crucial for Paul to attack off the catch as well, therefore collapsing the defense into rotations. This Wizards player rotates off the strong side, and high IQ kick out by Paul to Pajensky to keep attacking the rotations. JP is never going to close out strong, and with the rookie putting pressure on the rim, funny ass shove by Chris Paul here leads to a wide open paint, as Pajensky dumps it off to JK at the dunker spot for an uncontested jam. Great ball movement. Chris Paul is always one step ahead of the defense. On the cross-court pass by Sharge, CP3 already knows that he's got a 2-on-1 advantage with Klay just one pass away, but he's also smart enough to know that Shamet won't rotate off of him. Paul instead fakes the pass on the catch down, knowing he would have a straight line drive to the rim and suck the defense in, but he never really had any intention to shoot it. He was just waiting for Poole to tag him before the no-look bounce pass up top to an open Moses Moody for 3. Subtle high IQ things. I can't believe I used to hate this dude, but here we got a high pick and roll with the rookie Jackson Davis, and with Paul attacking with the strong right hand and Bagley in a drop and the guard fighting over the pick, he sees that Trey Jones did not correctly make the weak side low man tag on the rolling TJD. So this no-look alley-oop pass is even more insane considering the accuracy and timing of the pass that leads to the jam. Even this play, no really specific breakdown here, but this was the second time Chris Paul was left on an island with Marvin Bagley in isolation. But with the defender's hand down, CP3 knows that this is a perfect 2-for-1 opportunity even with 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Here he calmly walks into a 3-point pull-up and knocks it down. You can always count on the point guard to find the hottest play on the court. With Paul and Klay by themselves on the left wing, a simple dribble handoff knowing that the defense is not letting Shamet off with the shooter. With CP3's man in Kuzma not even close to the screen, this creates a wide open space that a simple curl and catch and shoot for Thompson is all that's needed. Let's keep feeding him. Looney is in the post with another split action. Chris Paul low-key sets some sneaky ass good screens as Klay comes all the way from the right wing to rob off the shoulders of the pick. Washington once again is not switching these, so it's another catch and shoot to find the bottom of the net. This second unit is looking pretty fire even though it's against the Wizards. We have a set play where it's a double staggered screen for Paul to attack with his right hand, but as a Warriors fan you know this is a designated play for Klay. With the guard fighting under the first Looney screen, Klay slips a second and actually Corey Kispert does a great job predicting this action, but still gets stuck on the second Looney pick. Nice fade to create some extra space, and Paul will always deliver it right to the shooting pocket as Klay launches this one in rhythm. CP3 is just a master at orchestrating the offense. At the end of the third, you can see him pointing at JK to figure out an off-ball action with Klay Thompson just by themselves on the right side. Nothing crazy here, but looks like a first Kuminga ping now to test Washington's communication. But because JK heard the Wizards calling a switch, he could sense the denied position of Kuzma and counters by slipping that actual pin down for rolling to the rim. CP3 saw this play out the whole time, and it's an uncontested lob for the jam. Klay was hot tonight, but it's always good to see him keep making passing reads off of screens. Here we got a pin down with Kuminga, and now the Wizards decide to go back to not switching off-ball picks. You got JP fighting the recover and Kuzma in the drop. Look at all three Wizards players so focused on the gravity of Klay, but Kuzma forgets that he's on an empty side pick and roll essentially. He's got no help behind him, so it's an easy bounce pass to JK for the roll and the one-handed jam. There you guys have it. With a tough loss against Denver, Golden State bounced back against the bottom-feeding Wizards team Tuesday night. Klay Thompson had another fire game with his new role off the bench, and this was our first time seeing how Chris Paul would affect the game with his new look second unit. CP3 was able to direct Klay and others for open shots and easy buckets, something we expect to see and something much different than last year's disaster of a bench. We'll take any win at this point, so it's solid to see Paul come right back to form. Now on to New York, so if you guys like this breakdown, like and subscribe to see more.